Hello, everyone. I'm Brad Scheller, and today I'm going to introduce you to the second tool that I want you to make part of your career toolkit. It's a tremendous research tool to augment Google's deep research capabilities in Gemini and NotebookLM. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about Perplexity AI, from your very first search to becoming a power user. Now, think about the last time you Googled something. You got a list of links, you had to click through multiple pages, piece together an answer that you hoped was current. Perplexity flips this entirely. It searches the web, synthesizes the information, and gives you a direct answer with citations in seconds. Now, we're going to cover in this video a couple things. We're going to talk about what makes Perplexity different from Google, ChatGPT, Claude, and other LLMs. We're going to talk about how to get started. It takes less than 30 seconds. We're going to talk about the key features that saves hours of research time, how the types of tools and techniques that the pros use, and whether or not the pro subscription is worth it for you. The key message here is going to be that Perplexity transforms how you research and consume knowledge. So let's start with the basics. What is Perplexity? Think of it as Google meets ChatGPT, but smarter than both for research tasks. The comparison, let's take a look here. On the left here, we have the traditional approach. With Google, you click through multiple pages, you decide which sources are trustworthy, you piece together your answer, you hope the information is current. In contrast with Perplexity here on the right, it does it differently. It searches the web in real time, not cached results that might be over a month old. It reads and synthesizes multiple sources, and it gives you a direct answer, and it cites every claim so you can verify it. But the key differentiators, and this is pretty exciting stuff, it does it in real time. It's not looking at months down of old data. When you ask about news or stock prices, it searches right now, gives you citations. Every claim it makes is linked to a citation. It's huge for credibility. You can verify everything. It's conversational. You don't need to figure out the perfect prompt. You just act naturally. What's the easiest way to bake sourdough? Then follow up. What if I don't have a Dutch oven? It's multimodal. Pro users can switch between ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, different brains for different results. Now, also, availability. It's everywhere. The web, mobile apps, desktop apps, your search syncs across devices. The key message here is that Perplexity combines real-time search with AI synthesis and citations. Now, let me show you how easy it is to get started. Basically, you can do this in 30 seconds, and here's what you have to do. Step 1, go to perplexity.ai. It works in any browser, so there's no need to download anything, and you can actually start searching immediately without an account. Step 2, type in your question. Just act natural language, just talk to it like a person, and don't worry about keywords or prompts. It figures out what you're trying to get, and if it doesn't know, it'll ask you questions. So, for example, what are the health benefits of green tea according to recent studies? Step 3, you're going to get cited answers. In seconds, you can get a comprehensive answer. Every claim has a numbered citation, which you can check on. Verify the sources. Step 4, Perplexity gives you a list of follow-up questions to drill down on the information you're looking for. So it might suggest, what about potential side effects? And how much tea of this stuff should you drink daily? Or, it remembers what the context of your conversation is. You don't have to repeat yourself. Now, you can use it without an account, but creating an account has a couple of benefits, and it unlocks some things. So first of all, the search history that you had, you can sync it across devices. You get that with an account. You are able to pull your research together into collections, and you can personalize your preferences. Plus, you get 5 free pro searches every day. So let's talk about the 2 search modes that it has, the quick search and the pro search. So this is actually understanding when to use each of these will save you time, get you better results, save you money. And here's the way to look at it. The quick search here is for your everyday mode. Instant responses, we're talking seconds. Basic web search across the internet. Perfect for simple questions. So, for example, what's the weather in Boston? How many cups in a gallon? When did World War II end? When, in God's name, will the Yankees ever win another World Series? Now, I'm just kidding about that last one. It's not prophetic and it's not magic, but it is free and it's unlimited. Now, on the right-hand side, Pro Search takes maybe a minute, a little longer, but it does multi-step reasoning. It's going to ask perhaps clarifying questions to understand your intent, and then it's going to analyze more sources for comprehensive answers. When to use this? Well, for example, compare Tesla Model 3 versus Prius for daily commutes, or what supplement should I take for joint pain based on current research, or explain the pros and cons of different retirement account types. Free users get 5 Pro searches per day, so save them for when depth matters. Pro subscribers get unlimited access. Now, how do you activate Pro Search? There's a lightning bolt in the search bar, and you just click on that to toggle back and forth between Pro Search or Quick Search, and then type in your question. Now, here's a simple rule. If you need quick facts, use Quick Search. If you're making a decision or need comprehensive research, toggle on Pro Search. So, remember, quick for facts, pro for research, 5 free Pro searches a day for free. Now, let's talk about what's really powerful, what they call focus modes. Focus modes are a game changer. They let you control exactly where Perplexity searches, so you get exactly the type of sources you need. So there are a couple of options here, and let's go through them. So the web is the default mode. It searches the entire internet. It's good for general questions, and this is what you get if you don't select anything else. The academic mode. This searches scholarly databases and peer-reviewed journals. It's perfect for research papers, fact-checking with credible sources. So, for example, what does current research say about intermittent fasting? Well, you get your answer based on the actual data from researchers. Social. Here's another one. Searches Reddit, Twitter, or X, forums such as school communities, and you're going to get real user opinions and experiences. So, for example, what's the best noise canceling headphones? Reddit, you get actual user reviews, not marketing. Video. This allows you to search and summarize YouTube videos. It's great for tutorials, conference talks, lectures, etc. So, for example, summarize this TED Talk on productivity. Then writing. It's optimized for creative and writing tasks. It pulls from writing guides and authoritative resources. So, for example, help me outline a blog post about remote work. Finance. It searches SEC filings, financial reports, market data. For example, what did Tesla report in their latest earnings? And here's a power user tip. Try the same question in different modes. So, for example, best protein powder in web mode, you're going to get professional reviews and specifications. Best protein powder in social mode, you're going to read Reddit users' experiences. Same question, completely different perspective. So how to access this? You're going to click on the focus drop down next to the search bar. You're going to select your mode and then type in your question. So focus mode gives you targeted resources. Same question, different mode, gives you different results. You can pull them together. Now, let's next take a look at one of my favorite features, which is collections. And I think this is a very underrated feature. It basically transforms scattered searches into organized knowledge bases. Think of collections as a smart folder for your research. Every search thread that you go through can be saved in a collection. You can search within your collection later. And you can set custom AI instructions for each collection. Come back weeks or months later, everything's still there. And let me give you a concrete example. Let's say for some reason I'm planning a trip to Japan. I create a Japan 2026 collection. Over the next 2 weeks, I do searches on things like, what's the best neighborhood to stay in Tokyo for first-timers? Or is the Japan Rail Pass worth it for 2 weeks? And what are the must-try restaurants in Kyoto? Or how to budget for 2 weeks in Japan? Every search gets saved to my Japan collection. And when I'm ready to book, I don't have to remember what I researched. I just go to my collection and search within there. So I might say, okay, act as a professional tour guide. What neighborhoods should I stay in? What should I look at? How should I get around, etc. And here is a power tip. You can set custom instructions per collection. So for my Japan trip, I might use that prompt as act as a seasoned travel agent specializing in Japan. Consider budget-friendly options. And now that search, that criteria is going to go against every search in the collection and use those instructions automatically. Now, for work projects, collection becomes even more powerful. Your whole team's research in one searchable database, one searchable knowledge base. So the key message here is that collections give you organized searchable research folders with custom instructions. You can find collections in your library tab, create as many as you want. It's available on the free tier. Now let's next take a look at even a more powerful thing, which is called spaces. So, if collections are folders, spaces are full project environments. They're designed for team collaboration and complex projects. So everything for a project in one place, threads, files, shared links, no more scattered information. Each space has its own AI instructions. For example, always use SWOT format. It has a preferred AI model, Claude for analysis, GPT for coding. It has the ability to set sources. I only want to look at internal files, or I want to look at with mixed web information. And you can basically invite people to either participate as contributors or viewers. Viewers can only see the research. Contributors can add threads and follow-ups. But you get to control who sees what with this permission function. Now, this is powerful. Upload PDFs, docs, reports, they become searchable context. Ask, based on our uploaded competitor reports, what are our differentiation opportunities? For example, as a use case, let's say I want to do a competitive analysis project. I create a space. I upload all competitor annual reports. I set instructions. Always structure as a SWOT analysis. I invite my team to participate. Everybody adds research, and automatically those files get translated into the format I request. The research stays consistent. Nothing gets lost. Everyone has access if you grant them it. Now, file updates in spaces require a pro or enterprise account. Free users can create spaces but cannot upload files. So the key message here is that spaces, team management, team project management environment with shared context and settings, but to really take advantage of it, you need a pro or enterprise account. Next, let's take a look at deep research, which is the heavy-duty research mode. Now, deep research is like having a research assistant who works for you 2 to 4 minutes on complex questions. It's designed for when you need comprehensive analysis, not quick answers. Now, here's what happens when you activate deep research. First, the query interpretation. It takes about 10 to 20 seconds. Perplexity analyzes your question and creates a research plan with subtopics. It shows you the plan, the outline, and you can edit it and add or subtract. Then the execution. It searches about 50 to 100 sources simultaneously, very fast. And it shows live progress stats as it's going along. And it's looking at full pages, not just snippets. Then synthesis, maybe a minute to 2 minutes. It reasons through what is found. It drafts a comprehensive report, and it organizes it with sections and citations in a very professional manner. When should you use it? Okay, so this is not a what's the weather type of thing. This is for market analysis and trends research. This is for competitive intelligence reports, or perhaps academic literature reviews, or strategic planning, or technology evaluations. Any question that needs multiple angles and deep thinking. And that's what this is for. So, as an example, analyze the impact of AI on healthcare diagnostics, including current technology challenges and future predictions. Now, that would have taken you 6+ hours or maybe more to do it manually. Deep Research delivers a comprehensive report in under 4 minutes. Now remember, free users get 5 deep research queries per day. Pro users get unlimited number of queries. Output is typically, I would say 3,000 plus words with full citations. And the key message here is that deep research, 2 to 4 minute comprehensive analysis from 50 to 100 sources. Let's take a look at the newest feature, create files and apps. And they keep improving, by the way. This is not some standalone, stand pat type of application. This is formally called Labs, Perplexity's most advanced feature. It goes beyond answering questions to actually producing deliverables. So it starts with deep web browsing, not just snippets. Again, it looks full pages, follows links, builds comprehensive understanding. Then it can actually run Python code, do calculations, process data, perform analyses. It can create charts, graphs, and images from data if you have a pro plan. It can produce actual files, reports, spreadsheets, documents. You can download them and they're deliverable. And this as well, it can even build simple interactive tools right inside Perplexity as a web app. Now, the thing that's really cool about this is that it actually orchestrates all these capabilities over 10 to 30 minutes to produce real deliverables. And your job is either easier or you've been outsourced. So just joking, it's going to make your job easier if you know how to use it. Now let's look at this versus the deep research. Deep research is one comprehensive report, create files and apps, multiple outputs, reports, spreadsheets, dashboards, applications, etc. So it's a lot more powerful. The thing you can actually create, those things include a financial model with working calculations, a market analysis with data visualizations, a competitive intelligence dashboard. You can prototype web applications. I've used it to design specification requirements for applications. You can use it for research reports with embedded charts. Key message here, create files and apps produces actual deliverables, not just answers. Now, let's talk about the upload and analysis function. For uploads, it turns Perplexity into a document analysis tool. Instead of just searching the web, you can analyze your own documents. For example, you can upload PDFs, research papers, reports, contracts, or Word documents, or images if you have a pro subscriber account, or text files, or even ebooks. You click the attach button next to the search bar, and once you upload, you can summarize long documents in seconds. You can extract key points and findings. You can ask specific questions about the content. You can compare multiple documents. And you can combine it with web search. So this last one's powerful. You can ask, how does this compare to current research? And Perplexity will search the web to answer. And here's a real workflow. Upload a 50-page research paper. Ask, summarize the methodology and key findings. Get a concise summary in seconds. Follow up. How do these findings compare to recent studies? Perplexity searches the web and compares. Ask, what limitations does the paper mention? Get specific answers from your document. You just analyzed a 50-page paper in under 5 minutes. Now, PDF uploads are free. Image uploads require a pro account. A key message here, upload documents, ask questions, and combine with research to get better insight. Now, let's talk about whether or not this is a upgrade to Pro is worth it or not. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion. This is the breakdown of how I considered it. Free versus Pro, you can decide what's worth it in your own case. So, quick search, it's unlimited on both. No reason to upgrade for this. Pro search, now here's where it matters. Free gets 5 pro searches per day. If you're doing serious research, you're going to hit that limit fast. Pro gives you unlimited searches. Deep research, same story, 5 free per day, unlimited with Pro. AI models, free users get to use Perplexity's default model. Pro users can choose ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and other models. Different models have different strengths, and this flexibility is really valuable for power users. File uploads. Free handles PDFs. Pro also handles image analysis. Collections. Both get full access. That's great. Spaces. Free users can create spaces but can't upload files to them. Pro users get full collaborative features. Image generation. This is only available at the Pro level. It's used in the latest models, maybe DALL-E 3 or ChatGPT Image 1.5 or Banana Pro, whatever. Pricing. The Pro costs about $20 a month or $200 a year, which gives you 2 free months. For students, however, you can get Pro for free for 12 months with your EDU email. That's a $240 value. For non-students, there are always promotional opportunities to investigate. For example, Samsung device owners got a free 12-month subscription. Also, there are communities in Reddit where teachers can offer very low annual subscriptions for members of their community. I got a full year to it for $15, not to be shared with anybody, my own account. It worked out great. For most casual users, free is plenty. For professional researchers or daily users, Pro pays for itself very quickly. Now, here's my honest advice. Start with free for 1 to 2 weeks. Use it on real tasks, not just testing. Track how often you hit the 5 Pro search limit. And if you're frustrated with the daily usage limit, time to upgrade. And let me share one pro tip with you to get the most out of Perplexity. And that is some best practices. This is from readings in my own usage, also readings on Reddit and other communities. So 1, be specific. Don't ask, about AI developments. It's too vague. Ask, what are the major breakthroughs in large language models during 2025? The more focused your questions, the better the results. Number 2, use the follow-ups. Don't try to ask everything in one query. Build naturally. Start broad. What is intermittent fasting? Clarify. What are the different methods? Go deeper. What does research say about 16 to 8? Get specific. Any risk for people with diabetes? And again, follow the suggestions that Perplexity offers as questions you should ask. Next, try different modes. This is huge. Same question, different mode, different answers. Again, back to the best protein powder example. You get a professional critique with the general web. With social, you get actual user experiences. Now, save to collections. Don't try to research everything in one session. Create a collection, add searches over time, come back when ready, and you can research your accumulated research. Verify citations is another big thing. The AI is now known for occasionally misinterpreting sources and what they call hallucinations. So you want to check your citations, and Perplexity gives you the capability to do that. Tip number 6, for sensitive or one-off queries, there's an incognito mode. It doesn't save to history. It keeps your dashboard clean. So for the ultimate workflow, combine focus modes with collections and custom instructions. As an example, create a market research collection with instructions. Always include competitive comparisons and cite sources published in the last 6 months. Use academic mode for credible data. Everything automatically follows given your format and your layout requirements. So, who should actually use Perplexity? And let's be honest about who Perplexity is for and who might want different tools. Okay, so students and researchers, Perplexity. If you need cited, credible sources for papers or projects, Perplexity is ideal. Academic mode plus citations is research gold. For professionals, market trends, competitor analysis, industry research, the combination of real-time search and synthesis saves hours. Writers and content creators, fact-checking, background research, verifying claims, citations make your content credible. Technical problem solvers, debugging software issues, technical questions, step-by-step guidance with sources you can verify. However, It's not ideal for everybody, and let's be honest about the limitations. If you're trying to do local searches, like what's the best pizza near me, Google Maps still wins here. If you're trying to do shopping, price comparisons, and product discovery, Amazon or other e-commerce sites still hold the lead. If you're trying to do creative writing, where you're trying to brainstorm stories, create content outlines, ChatGPT and Claude are better suited. If you're trying to do brainstorming in general, I would go with Gemini for its large context window, as well as ChatGPT. Trying to do image generation, and if that's your main need, something like Midjourney or dedicated tools, or especially some of the Chinese image generation tools that are coming out, are superior. So bottom line, here's my honest take. Perplexity is best at information retrieval with citations. It's not a replacement for Google, ChatGPT, or specialized tools. It's a complement. And use Perplexity when you need accurate, cited, current information. Use ChatGPT or Gemini for creative tasks. Use Claude for coding or writing. Use Google for local and navigation information. Those are the right tools for each job. So let me summarize everything with some key takeaways. And here are 7 things to remember. Number 1, Perplexity is an AI-powered answer engine that searches in real time and cites every claim. Again, think Google meets ChatGPT optimized for research. Number 2, it's easy to start. You can go to Perplexity right now and get going with no download, no account requirement, and you can be searching in 30 seconds. The 2 search modes, the quick search for everyday facts and pro search for research. You get 5 free per day if you are not on the pro plan, and you can toggle with the lightning bolt. The focus mode, control where Perplexity searches. Academic for papers, social for Reddit, video for YouTube. Use the same question to get different modes and different results, and then compare them. Organization, collection have you beat. I mean, it saves you research by topic, and then Spaces lets teams collaborate with shared context and custom instructions. Advanced features, deep research for comprehensive multi-source analysis, create files and apps for actual deliverables like reports, and dashboards and applications. Pricing, free tier is generally useful for most people. Pro at $20 a month for power users, but there are opportunities to shop around and get better deals. And now here's what I want you to do. Go to Perplexity today, log on, ask one question you've been wondering about, then follow up with other questions, copy and paste the list of questions it asks and put that as your follow-up search, and discover how wonderful it is to get all this information together. And final reminder, again, if you're a student, you can get 1 year free just using your email at your university. Anyway, I highly recommend this. I hope you found this little video helpful to you and introducing you to another tool that I think will be a major toolkit addition. Thank you again for tuning in.